So what's up, everybody? I hope everybody is doing well. Some of you may know, in addition to shooting street photography, I also enjoy shooting documentary. And one recent event that I covered was a pro-Palestinian march held here in Toronto. And I know this is a super controversial and hot button issue right now, like it has been for a very long time. But let's jump into the march, and I'll give you some of my perspective along the way. So what's up, everybody? Just here at Sankofa Square in downtown Toronto. I'm attending another Palestinian march, and I've attended several of these over the last few months. I'm going to take you guys along with me for the protest. So let's join in and free Gaza. So this Palestinian-Israel conflict has been ongoing now for many decades. Admittedly, I didn't really do a deep dive into it until October 7th, 2023. And previous to that, I was mostly neutral on the topic, but definitely leaning towards a pro-Palestinian stance. But in doing so, and after reading, listening, watching, and having many conversations, I definitely side more with the many international aid and human rights organizations, along with the majority of the UN, in believing that Israel has consistently abused its tremendous power over the Palestinian people at the devastating expense of the quality of life and the literal lives of millions of Palestinian people. And I get that, this is a really difficult topic, but I also believe that one of the greater goals of photography is to speak truth and justice to difficult situations. And I'm by no means am I an expert on this topic. And the lens that informs my worldview is usually humanity. And when you start looking at this conflict and statistics about dozens of UN workers, aid workers, journalists, health professionals that have been killed and likely targeted by Israel, along with the scale of physical destruction, and of course the many thousands of Palestinian lives that has been ended. I think that Israel is losing a lot of the public support that in previous years, maybe before social media and smartphones being so prevalent, and before people had their own voices and could communicate more directly, maybe a lot of this would have gone much less noticed. So just here at Front End University, and the march has been going now for like 2 hours, and less energy, despite middle of January temperatures and everything. It's great to see all these people out for a great cause, and it's history. Really privileged to be documenting all of this, for sure. And I think that the case of South Africa bringing the charge of attempted genocide against Israel to the International Court of Justice speaks volumes. And I believe there's going to be other nations that will bring forward similar charges against Israel at the International Court of Justice. So I just wanted to make a quick update. As of today, the International Court of Justice has officially voted in favor of South Africa, and it's pretty overwhelming. And so now Israel is officially charged with the case of the intent to commit genocide against Palestinian people. And we'll see where it goes from here. Apparently, it's going to take a long time for them to come to a final verdict. But, the pressure's on, and, that's the main thing, is that the world is made more aware of what's going on and the injustices and things like that, which is really the whole point of what South Africa is trying to do. So it's good. At a broader level, I think we need to move away from models and systems that depend on the domination of other states and people. Models that the West, and in particular the US, has been reliant on for many, many decades. And I know this is like high level, but I think that we need to move towards more collaborative systems that share resources and that are more sustainable in the long run. And what's happening right now to the Palestinian people is horrific, and something that history will not be kind towards. I think that it's a scolding example of why there needs to be change with our systems and how we view and value human life and the planet that we all share. And I do believe that, these types of marches and movements and organizations are making a difference for this cause. They are putting pressure on different powers and government. And above all, I think they are they're contributing to making people much more aware of what, the truth is at the ground level of what's really going on in Gaza and Palestine. And it's also motivating a lot of people to do a lot more research for themselves and look into the history of this conflict and how it relates to, again, systems of power that we often take for granted. Maybe I'll do a deeper dive into this topic in a future video, but for now, hope you enjoyed this one, and free Palestine and free Gaza. Take care.